Thug for life, feel me? All my homeboys and my homegirls, stay strong. When things get bad, especially come the 1st to the 15th, stay strong and stay ballin'. Hold on, thug for life.
There's never a good day, cause in my hood they let their AKs pump strays where the kids play. My homies dying before they get to see their birthdays. These is the worst days, sometimes it hurts to pray. And every Halloween, check out the murder scene. Can't help but duplicate the violence seen on the screen. And even God turned his back on the ghetto youth. I know that ain't the truth, sometimes I look for proof. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto, and if it doesn't matter if you blood or you cuz. Remember how it was, and facing me now, what do I do? These things that a thug goes through, and still I rise, so keep your head up. And even though I had pain in my heart, I was hopeless from the start. So keep your head up, and make your mind strong. It's a struggle every day, but you gotta hold on. Hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on. Yeah. A place to spend my quiet nights, time to unwind. So much pressure in this life of mine. I cried times I once contemplated suicide and would try, but when I held that knife, all I could see was my mama's eyes. Picture me inside the misery of poverty. No man alive has ever witnessed struggles I survived. No one knows my struggle, they only see the trouble. Not knowing it's hard to carry on when no one loves you. Praying hard for better days, promise to hold on. Me and my dogs ain't have a choice but to roll on. We found a final spot to kick it, where we could drink liquor and no one bickers over trick shit. A spot where we can smoke in peace, and even though we G's, we still visualize places that we can roll in peace. And in my mind's eye, I see this place that players going past, and got a spot for us all at Thug's Mansion. But you gotta hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on, hold on, be strong, hold on, be strong, be strong.
There's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the future. But through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep your sense of humor. You gotta be able to smile through all this.